You know what the sad thing is, right? Every year, when I set my goals at the beginning of the year, mine has always been to mention and make it clear that I'll have 2 holidays a year, minimum, right? But because of this hard work, hustle mentality, one hasn't even been able to fulfill that simple goal, right? One is always busy, always time consumed, always task consumed, which is very sad. So I went from a minimum of 2 holidays a year to at least 1 holiday a year, and well, nothing. I mean, this year, it's already towards November and we haven't gone on a holiday, either with the family or with wifey. And that in itself really doesn't make me happy at all, right? Again, it's a domino effect. If you think about it, if you don't make time to get some rest, how are you even gonna make time to sleep well? I remember there was this point in time where I was heavy on this working hard mentality, and I'd be up at 3 a.m. every single morning. 3 a.m. every single morning, having slept after 10 p.m. Being busy, being busy, being busy, right?
I don't, if I sleep for about 20, 30 minutes a day over the 24-hour period. So I don't sleep 3-4 days sometimes.
It was at this point where I realized this guy is probably one of those liars that just creates his own reality and nothing can be disproven in his mind. Anyone only sleeping 20 to 30 minutes a day will have a hardcore crash because the body can't operate like that.
Working throughout, focusing on things that, when I think about it, delegation could have done me much justice on those particular tasks, right? Because at the end of the day, when a business has passed its startup phase, then you really need to start and managing the scale at which you are actually operating and providing a service or goods or whatever the case may be. So that's the element now of not sleeping well. I mean, the body needs at least 7 hours, between 7 and 8 hours for it to function optimally. It needs that, right? Instead, my mind started racing, which adds again to the domino effect, right? My mind started racing. I was constantly not present, constantly not paying attention to the people that mattered and the things that mattered in my life. I was constantly either solving a problem or doing my best to proactively prevent a problem. But at the end of the day, it was all work. And to be honest, the reason I haven't posted any YouTube video for the past month is because this was a wake-up call for me. Because you know what YouTube has done? It has caused my mind to constantly race, to constantly think about content, and more content.
It really freed me from my mind, because that was starting to become like my biggest enemy.
Bro, I get what you mean, man. Because just like you, it's not lyrics for me, but it's content. Like, my mind is always thinking content.
Yeah.
I can never turn it off.
Yeah.
Whereas at the end of the day, your mind needs to rest, right? Check out this statement, for example, by 𝐌𝐮𝐬𝐢 regarding how he's burned out and he needs a couple of months out. He's a YouTube inspiration to me. Someone who creates great content, practical content. He's a young man who's still finding himself, but the knowledge base that he shares, the information that he shares, it's all useful things. It's all things that, one, when they listen to it, when they apply the practical knowledge and examples that are inside those videos, when you basically consume that content, you leave knowing that it was content well consumed. But to constantly dish out that type of quality content is not easy at all. Instead, it's a very difficult thing to do, right? And so with this thing of my mind constantly racing, I mean, check this out, this video now on screen. It's basically my schedule. From when I started YouTube, I already had ideas up till February next year in terms of the videos that I'd be posting on a weekly basis. But to keep up with that is very difficult, which is why all that I'm saying now trickles into the next element, which is why I'm starting to dig deep and trying to find out what this meditation thing is all about, right? I remember in 2016, 2017, reading the book, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari by Robin Sharma. It's a book that I enjoyed, and it had practical examples of which I implemented some of them, and one of the tools that I wanted to implement from the book was about meditation. You know, I remember when he was describing that vivid picture, I was seeing it in my mind of the garden, right? And the garden representing peace, solitude, tranquility, calmness, the whole shebang, right? So I didn't make time to learn enough about it and to actually implement all that I could in relation to this thing of meditation, right? So now it's something that I am gonna get into, and once I have learned and grasped what it's about, how it works and how it benefits us fully, I will definitely share that particular content as well at the end of the day, because these platforms of YouTube need to be used for that particular correct, right, sufficient, practical purpose.
Like, oh, that's crazy,
I
man.
feel you. So that could be a good or a bad thing, right? Because essentially you're not really looking to turn off the activity in your mind. What I've learned through meditation is that you pretty much want to just have like a young gap between your mind and you as the observer.
So just to bring the message home clear and just to summarize everything, right? Let me give you a short synopsis of the points that I've just discussed. Basically, don't work too hard. Do not work too hard. You might just regret it. Work hard, be diligent, be smart, use principles where you can delegate, use principles where you can work and collaborate with other people, and in the process achieve more than you would have achieved, right? Be smart with your money and utilize it in such a way that basically it shows that you accumulated it in a smart way, but at the same time, it shows that you know what's important in your life, right? So structure your day well. Know the difference between what's important and what's urgent, right? When you do focus on that to-do list, don't try and finish everything. In other words, do what you need to do. Finish what you need to do and do what you need to do. Whatever you didn't manage to finish, let it spill over in the next day. You won't die.
Not saying you should be a workaholic, but there is a quote from The Science of Getting Rich that I do believe is true. Do all that can be done each day. Just do what needs to be done each day. You don't have to do more than that. And this goes not only for work, but even for play, leisure, cleaning.
You won't die, believe me, if it spills over to the next day, right? Just optimize your time and don't live in this facade of a lifetime, and don't be misled by this hustle and bustle mentality, right? Because when it's all said and done, the people that matter the most, the people you love, your family, those are the people that matter the most, and that's where you need to concentrate and focus your time. In other words, you can make all the money in the world, but if you don't focus on your kids, then it won't matter. There are multiple examples. Even Elon Musk, the second richest guy right now, he has multiple divorces because of the issue of time. Yes, granted, as I said, have dreams, build, work on your mission, work on your vision, and have those superplex goals. But at the end of the day, know that it serves no purpose if people are going to be shining your name, but the people you are supposed to love and are meant to cherish the most aren't actually feeling your presence. Because money is one thing, believe me, but love, nothing outweighs it. Check out this video here where I was talking about love. Nothing outweighs love. It's what matters most. Believe me, it's what matters most. Enjoy your time. So in other words, I'm going to keep doing my best to publish quality videos. But if I don't, just bear with me, guys. It means that I might be taking a time out and I might be focusing on more important things. And that being family, YouTube will still be here whether I'm here or not. Thank you for sticking around until the end. I hope there's value that you receive from my journey and my experience and all the pain that my family could have suffered if I wasn't cognizant of the signs that God was giving me. And so one of the signs was to actually share this message with you. So I'm glad you walked this journey with me until the end. Whilst you're here, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel.
Subscribe to this video, please.
like the video, please. Share it, and let's see what happens, man. Let's pop spelling. Let's get this message to as many people as we possibly can. Cheers, guys. And remember, your journey in life starts with you. Your prosperity in life starts with you. Hashtag it starts with you. Cheers, eh?
No one wants to fix the roof while the sun is still shining.
Woo!
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.